What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a car we haven't seen on the channel before, and that is my buddy Ron's here 2024 BMW 230i. We're going to be adding the Fitcam X to it as a Christmas gift here for him, so he can hopefully stay safe from all those crazy drivers out there, especially here in the Houston area. So big shout out to Fitcam X. They were kind enough to send us a kit here. We're gonna show you everything that comes in the box, and then we're gonna move on to the car here, show you everything you need to take. Today we are doing just the front camera only. It's just gonna make a lot cleaner of an install. It's gonna be a lot easier and faster too here. So let's go ahead and show you what comes in the box, and let's move on to the car. All right, guys, so here in the table we have everything you're gonna get when you buy this kit. If you haven't opened any of this Fitcam cameras before, it's a pretty slick box here, real clean, just two compartments inside. We have the dash cam on one side, and then we have the accessories on one side here. So let me just put this to the side. We're gonna open this one real quick. This should be just a trim removal tool and then a harness that we're gonna be using to connect our camera here to the car. You also get this nice little USB and USB-C SD card reader in case your computer doesn't have one of those already built in. And again, like I said, just cable and trim removal tool. So if we put this here to the side, we're gonna go to the dash cam itself here. And this is just literally the dash cam, which is nice into a molded piece here. This is the trim we're gonna be removing on the car itself. So when we take this out, you're gonna see, there you go. You got two buttons here on the side for the camera. We have the camera right here on the top. We're gonna leave the cover in here just for later. We have the SD card. It comes with a 64 gig SD card already inside, but you can always upgrade that if you want more storage. And then this is just an area for the rear view mirror. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the car, show you guys where exactly this whole piece is that we're gonna be replacing, and then how to take that off so we can put the new one in there. Let's do it. Check it out, there's the 2024 230i. Ron's gonna move it here just a little bit more forward so we have a little bit better access to the inside of it. All right, so here inside of the 230i, here we are looking at exactly the piece we're gonna replace. We are gonna be swapping this whole plastic molded piece here. And I know it's a little dark here with the camera, but there is a split right here on the middle. That's where we're gonna put the trim removal tool that came with the kit. We're gonna use it to pry it open here from the side, and then just unhook the plastic here on the bottom as well and take it out. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so here on the BMW, you can see I kind of pushed it in a little bit, but you can see there, line a little bit better now. Just pull this down until it kind of separates. It's gonna be hard to do it here with kind of one hand, but you're gonna get it from this middle line, right in this middle line. Once it separates, you should be able to just kind of use the tool itself and then just start kind of like putting it to the side. You can kind of see that, right? Seeing that separating there? That's how easy it is there. Once it's separated, just make sure you do it all the way to the bottom here. And then you should be able to just remove this whole piece by just kind of sliding it out. Kind of see that one is already coming out from this side. So I'm gonna take this one out and then just make sure I got this one removed as well. And here you can see the two pieces are completely out. You can kind of see all the tabs there. That give you a little bit better idea on the 230. Unhook all the tabs, it comes out. This is what we're replacing, right? This is our camera. This one is all connected, so you might have to kind of loosen up the top tab here a little bit as well, just so you can get this plastic around the actual mirror here to the back. You can kind of see there. We are pretty much good to start adding our new camera in here. We're gonna go ahead and identify our connector, which is gonna be this little red one here. Might be kind of hard to see from this angle, but there's two plugs. There's a small one on top, and then there's like a little bigger one here on the bottom. Leave that one in place. The red one on top is the one we need. All right, and here we can kind of see we remove the red plug there. This is the one hanging here. So with this red plug removed, we are gonna then grab our new harness, which is this one here. You can kind of see the red plug is the same. So we're gonna plug that into this here, and then we're gonna plug this one right into that spot we just took the other one out of. Then we have our camera plug here, super easy. Connect this one to our camera, make sure it's lined up properly and the seats properly, and then we should be able to just then put the camera and the plastic cover here. All right, so we are going to put this on there, and we were trying to make a little bit of space here, and it just kind of came apart a little bit. Nothing broke. It's just, you know, you can see the tabs there. So this will make it easier for you to put on. So you just grab one side, line it up here where it needs to go on the proper side, and then put the other end of it. So here, grab that one, hold it. And then we're gonna put this over here, and then we need to connect the camera as well and tying it up there. So let me go ahead and do that. All right, so here we have the camera all put together. Once you separate both pieces, you just try to put them in there. I mean, there's really no other explanation I can give you on this. The cable is all sitting here, so just try to push it into this part here in between where the plug is, and then where you plug the camera on this side. You should be able to get it once you have the two pieces kind of apart, and that's it. I mean, it's in there. Now it's nice and secure. It's stuck to each other. We haven't removed the cover here in the front, but we'll do that here in a second. But now we should be able to just turn the car on and have the camera come on. So let's go ahead and give that a try. All right, so the car is on. We have confirmed that there is power to the camera because we have the little blue Lincoln lights on this side. So we are now trying to connect to it from the phone. You will see something like Fitcam X and a bunch of numbers or something on the Wi-Fi's that come up. You want to try to connect to that. There you go. You can kind of see now here. You might see that green hues because we haven't taken the cover. We take the cover off.
There we go.
Kind of see now when to normal there. There you go. So we are nice and connected. It's nice and working how it's supposed to be. Again, when you first open this up and connect to this, you're gonna have to connect to the Wi-Fi, connect to the camera. Password should be in your booklet. It should be 1, 2, 3, 7, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, literally all in a row. And then once you're connected, you are pretty much set. One of the only few downsides that I will say, and this is with all modern cars, is not necessarily just with this, is that everything's going to try to compete for your phone attention, right? So CarPlay needs Bluetooth and Wi-Fi and everything if you have Apple CarPlay in your phone, and this is going to need the Wi-Fi and everything. So unless you turn it off and disconnect from it, it's going to like keep taking you out. So if that keeps happening, it's because of that. Your car is trying to take over from your phone. So disconnect that if you want to have just the camera for right now. Then once you're done looking at the camera, you can just turn the CarPlay back on. But everything is nice and set here. Everything looks good on the Fitcam X. Camera is working properly. It's turning on, it's turning off with the car. So yeah, that's pretty much all nice and installed. Super quick, super fast, few minutes, and that's all you need. Okay, and here on the camera app here, there's not a lot of options right now. We only have the front camera, so very intuitive, very easy. Top is to record, bottom is to take a screenshot, or not a screenshot, but just a shot of what's going on in the front of the car. You have your camera settings here, which if you click those, it'll give you the option to have audio recording inside of the car if you want. You have a few options for the video resolution, how long you want the recording to be, so you have 1 minute or 3 minutes, timestamps. The one thing to keep in mind here, I would say, is that your parking, monitoring, collision detection is not gonna work. We have the quick connect, the quick easy connect here. So for that function to work, you need to be connected to the battery, the car battery directly, and it's just not happening the way we have it. So just keep that in mind. That function, if you turn it on, it's not gonna work. But we do have driving collision sensing if you wanna turn that on or off. And then a few things here for the firmware, Wi-Fi name, format, all that stuff. So if we go back, hit that little back button there. Then if you go to the other tab, if I can click here, then you're gonna have all of the clips that you've recorded so far on the camera. You'll see them there, timestamp and everything. You can go and figure out which one you need should you get yourself into a situation where you need to get the video out of it. You can always also, outside of the app, take the actual SD card from here and pop it into your computer. It came with that SD card reader and everything too, so you have that in case you don't have one before, and you are pretty much good to go here. So we are all set. Camera's installed, camera's working good. We'll show you here a shot of how it looks from the outside of the glass, but this is pretty much done, guys. And as you can see, guys, that's all you're gonna see right now from the outside. Pretty much blends in with the rest of the car. You're not really gonna notice it too much, but it's gonna save your butt should you ever need it and get yourself into an accident or anything that happens in front of your car. Alright guys, so there you have it. That's how easy it is to install the camera in here. The one things I do want to point out, outside of the Apple CarPlay and everything, you can connect to the camera and the Apple CarPlay at the same time, like we mentioned before. And the only thing I did notice that's just a little bit different, at least compared to my Tacoma where I have the exact same cameras on, is that it seems that the BMW 230i powers off a lot slower. So it holds some kind of power maybe a little bit longer for whatever reason. So you might see the camera being on even after you power the car off for a good 2-3 minutes. That's kind of what we noticed. Initially freaked us out. We thought maybe we connected something wrong, but it seems like that's just what it does for whatever reason. And we tested a couple times and it does power off. It just takes a few minutes to do that. So keep that in mind. Don't let it freak out, but keep an eye on it. It should power off after a little bit. If not, then maybe just double check your connection, make sure everything's connected right, and it's all good to go. But otherwise, looks good. Everything's plug and play. Everything looks great. Big shout out to Fitcam X again. Thank you so much for providing the camera for us. And hopefully we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.